We're back with a bang with a tutorial for a new bag ready to be made with your own hands. But first, welcome back to the Maker Bag YouTube channel. I'm Martina, and today I'll show you how to make the Marilina bag. I'm finally back. I disappeared for a few weeks because you completely overwhelmed us with orders. In fact, we have lots of new yarns, super wintry, warm, soft, and fuzzy on our online shop. Here's the link. I suggest you go take a look anyway, because there are beautiful, high-quality yarns made in Italy, and many accessories for your creations. But now, back to us. Let's get started on this new tutorial together. The bag is called Marilina. It's very simple, designed even for beginners. As always, my mom will show you all the steps to make the bag while I explain how to do it. To make this bag, we followed a few simple steps, first making this oval base, as we do for many of our creations. The body is made with simple single crochets, so this is really very easy. The slightly more complex and unique part is this handle. We first created this part and then this one, and simply joined them with these two openable carabiner rings. The supplies needed to make this model are actually very few. We used a Lycra yarn, a Lycra ribbon of at least 400 grams, so be sure to check the weight. But you can also use other ribbons like velvet or suede, which are beautiful for this winter. They're flying off the shelves, you're loving them. I recommend you go check them out on our online shop, macrebag.it. In this case, though, I suggest buying a bit more because the winter ribbon weighs a little more, at least 500 grams, so you're sure to be able to finish this model. Plus, you'll need two carabiner rings, and we work the whole thing with a size 8 crochet hook. As always, you can find all the necessary supplies on our online shop, either as individual items or as a complete kit for this bag. It's a medium-sized bag, as you can see, and it's really very cute and stylish. It can be worn both during the day and at night, and it is more or less elegant depending on your needs. I'll leave all the approximate measurements of the bag and plenty of other info here in the description anyway. I'll remind you to subscribe to our channel because growing together with you is very important to us, and follow us on social media too. You can find us on Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook under the name macrè.bag. So please make sure to watch the whole tutorial carefully and then head over to our shop to buy your favorite color. And there are so many of them. They're all very beautiful. I'll see you at the end of the video. Let's take our yarn, this very soft Lycra that's 3 centimeters thick, and if you want, you can stretch it a little. Now let's take crochet hook number 10. We'll work with this and leave a small piece of yarn at the beginning. Let's make the initial slip knot. By doing this loop, I yarn over the hook and close it. And now let's continue. 11 chains. Let's count them out together. 1, 2, 3, and I'll just keep going like this. So please remember, you need to make 11 chains plus that initial slip knot, which gives you a total of 12 stitches in the end. Once the chains are done, this is the result. And now let's start working on the base of our bag. As always, we skip the first stitch, the first chain, and go into the second one, making single crochet stitches. We'll show you, so I insert the hook here into the chain. Like this, I yarn over and pull it through. I have these 2 loops. Now I yarn over again and close them, like this. Again, we'll show you a bit faster. I go into the next stitch, yarn over and pull through. Yarn over and close the 2 loops. We continue like this, making a total of 10 single crochet stitches until we reach the loop. When we get to the final loop, we need to work 3 stitches. We'll show you. Once we reach the last stitch and the loop, we make 3 single crochets here. Hold the shorter yarn. Otherwise, this little hole tends to open up, so I reach in with my hands, insert the hook, and yarn over. I pull the yarn through, making the first single crochet. See, that's one. Then I go in again. Still in the same stitch, keep holding the yarn. Be sure to make the second single crochet. In this way, we're basically forming the oval shape of our base. Again, another single crochet, making 3 in total. And you can see that we're also working around the stitch, and now we're on the other side of our chain. Now pull the yarn a little to close the stitch well, and let's continue working single crochets. At the other end, bring the shorter yarn over and place it here so you can close it without any additional sewing. And let's continue. I insert the hook into the stitch, yarn over, I have these 2 loops, and I finish with a single crochet, like this. And here we keep making single crochets until we reach the other end. And we leave the last single crochet to be worked, and here, what do we need to do? Work 2 single crochets into it. Once you reach the last stitch at the other end, here too, you need to insert the hook twice into the same stitch. So I insert the hook and make a first single crochet. 1, and now I go in again. We make 2 in this case because the third is the first one. A stitch that was made at the beginning, so both sides are symmetrical. Now we finish off the work. The first round, so I insert the hook into these first stitches right here in this V, picking up both loops. Yarn over, pull the hook through and close with a slip stitch. Now chain 1 and let's start the second round. This is the first and this is the result we've achieved so far. Here we need to make an increase right away, so we insert the hook once more into the same stitch we just worked. And I make a single crochet, then again I insert into the same stitch and make another single crochet. Just like that. Continue working single crochets until you reach the 3 stitches previously worked inside the loop. So these 3 that you see at the ends, once you reach the other end, this first row was done simply like this, and now we've reached this side. You see we have a first, second, and third stitch all made inside the initial loop. Now here I insert the hook into the first stitch and make a very first single crochet, and then I also make the second one. 1, and again I insert and make the second one. Now I go into the second stitch here as well, twice. In total, we are going to make 3 increases, which results in 6 single crochet stitches right here. And then again, we will add another 2 single crochets down here in the very last stitch. 1 and 2. Let's continue now. Single crochets here as well until you reach the last 2 stitches of the row. Now we're at the last 2 stitches. If you have trouble remembering, I still recommend adding stitch markers in the previous row. This way, you'll know exactly where to find the actual starting stitches, where the increases are, and so you'll be able to work even more easily. Again, I go back into the stitch. And here as well, I make 2 single crochets to create our increases and thus enlarge the base. And in the last stitch, another 2 single crochets. And the last 2. And now we close the round as before, making a very simple slip stitch. By closing the 2 loops. And the second round is finally done as well. And here, as always, is the Roy. Now let's start working on the body of our bag. So as always, we make a chain to raise the work. And we go back into the stitch where we made our slip stitch. Here, and we make a single crochet. In this way, we've raised the work, and now we simply start making the body of our bag with single crochets. So it needs to go in one by one. In every stitch I find forming, so we start forming the first round of the body. Let's do it this way. I won't show you because the work is very simple. Instead, I'll show you how to finish this round and start working in a spiral. The following rounds. Once you've completed the first round, this will be the result. You can see that the base is also starting to curve a little. And now we'll close it. I'll show you how to close it in a spiral. Here you can see that these 2 little chains are made up of slip stitches. So I work these as well. I insert the hook, yarn over, and make a single crochet simply. Then I insert into the first stitch again. And I continue like this for the second round as well. In this way, as you can see, the stitches are always in a straight line. There will no longer be a beginning or end to the round. You just keep going. Let's show the final result. And how many rounds should you do? Here is the main body of the handmade bag now fully completed. This is the final result we have achieved together. And it was done this way. We stopped on this side, which is basically the starting corner of our base. In total, we made 9 rounds of single crochet stitches plus the 2 that formed the base. Let's say right away that we have added these stitch markers symmetrically to each other, leaving 9 single crochet stitches inside. Now let's continue working and make these single crochet stitches until we reach the first stitch. First, let's go ahead and do the very first one. Then we will move on to the second one. And right here, we are also going to work directly inside the stitch marker. Now let's turn the work inside out because the bag will actually be on the wrong side. Like this, and we continue making our handle. Let's turn the bag around. Like this. And now I basically need to create the spiral handle. So I'm going to I insert the crochet hook into the other stitch marker that's in front and make a single crochet like this. And now I work the other single crochets. This way we will form our handle, which will still turn out quite thick. So just like this, single crochets, turning everything around. And then we will also work in a spiral. So you can do it exactly like this. And here as well, we continue. You see, we work the last stitch, which is the inner one, always making a single crochet. And now we continue working in a spiral. Slightly widen the handle and let's continue, then I'll show you the result we've achieved. Keep going, always working single crochets and make sure not to miss any stitches. Otherwise, of course, the handle will get smaller. So for now, this is the result. For now, we've made a handle of this size. It needs to be a bit longer because it has to be folded. Let's keep going. Once we reach the end of the handle, we'll show you how to close it. This is the result. So to close it, we're going to skip a stitch and go into the next one, making a single crochet here. Now I go into the following stitch and make a slip stitch. Then I pull the yarn longer, which I'll need later for sewing, and cut it. This is the result so far. The handle is approximately 18 centimeters long, and I've done about 12 rounds. This is the result. Now we simply need to make the shorter handle on the other side. We take the new yarn, the one we cut, the other remaining part, and place the yarn on this side here. And now I'm going to make a first single crochet to secure it. I pull it through. I pick up the longer yarn over the hook and close it. This way we've secured it. I continue working. Now continue to work into every one of the stitches, making single crochets exactly as we did before, until you finally reach the other end of the piece where we have placed the red stitch marker. And from there, we will just keep making single crochets all the way around the edge, continuing this pattern until we reach the stitch marker once again. At the other end, the red one. So let's do it like this. And here we are, we've reached the stitch marker. Now, let's turn the bag this way because we need to join the two ends. So I insert the hook again into the stitch where we had the initial stitch marker. Now we go into the first stitch on the other end, picking up these 2 loops to start working in a spiral. The handle just like on the other side, so I yarn over and pull it through. And I always make a single crochet. Close the 2 new loops. And again, we work the handle exactly the same way as before in the same manner, and then we will reach a different height, a small one. We'll show you the result done on this other side as well, and we've made a total of 4 rounds. And now that we are finished, we simply go ahead and close it up. So just like before, I am going to skip ahead. Skip 1 stitch and then work a single crochet into the very next one. So I'm going to insert my hook and then make a single crochet by doing a yarn over, pulling through the loop
and then closing it up once again. Now I will turn my work around, skip over another stitch, and right here in the stitch directly in front, I'm going to make a slip stitch to close the row. Like this, and I close in this way. I pull the yarn out a little and cut it. And now, to hide these threads, I take a smaller crochet hook to help myself. You see, I go into these little knots and pull the thread inside. This way, to hide it basically on the inside so it can't be seen. I do this on both sides using, as I mentioned, a smaller crochet hook to help. This way, I can hide the excess threads and secure the work.
Once the final step is done, the stitching and so on, we just added these 2 snap hook rings, one on this side and one on the other, and we simply join them together. And so finally the Marilina bag is ready. I'll remind you that you'll find everything you need to make it on our online shop, macrebag.it, and you can make it with Lycra yarn, but also with velvet and suede yarn, which is beautiful for this season. So I'll say goodbye for now, see you on our social media channels, and definitely in the next tutorial.